manufacturer of the Ray-Ban brand. Luxottica is an Italian company that has become a giant in the eyewear industry. Founded in 1961 by Leonardo Del Vecchio, the company has grown to become the world's largest eyewear manufacturer and retailer. It owns a wide portfolio of renowned brands in the sunglasses and eyewear frames market, including Ray-Ban, Oakley, Persol, Vogue Eyewear, and designer brands such as Chanel, Prada, Versace, Burberry, and many more. What sets Luxottica apart is its near-monopolistic control over the eyewear supply chain, from design and manufacturing to distribution and retail. This means that it not only produces its own eyewear, but also owns retail chains such as Sunglass Hut and Lens Crafters, as well as many independent opticians. This vertical control gives Luxottica significant influence in the market and allows it to set prices and dominate the high-end eyewear market. But let's go inside the factory of this monopolistic brand and see how Ray-Ban glasses are made. The process of creating the iconic Ray-Ban eyewear begins at the brand's headquarters, where it immerses itself in the world of fashion to capture the latest trends and the most prominent influences from the international catwalks and other relevant collaborations. At this point, inspiration is often drawn from bygone eras, giving Ray-Ban's distinctive signature touch. The crucial first step in this creative journey is design. This process begins with the capture of the ideas on paper. Subsequently, these sketches are transferred to a computerized conceptualization in 3D. Here, exact measurements are meticulously detailed and possible imperfections are corrected with the aim of perfecting the model until the desired excellence is achieved. Importantly, this design process can require multiple iterations, allowing you to fine-tune every aspect of the product to a flawless result. This dedication to quality and attention to detail are core values in Ray-Ban's approach to creating its iconic eyewear. We now move on to the selection of materials for the manufacture of Ray-Ban glasses. It is a meticulous process that adapts to the vision and conceptualization of each design. The frames can be made of both metal alloys and acetate, the latter material being particularly popular and recognized for its unsurpassed quality. In the specific case of cellulose acetate, frequently used by Ray-Ban, obtaining it is an interesting and careful process. This material is mainly derived from white cotton balls or wood pulp. Both sources have a high cellulose purity, reaching up to 90%. The production of cellulose acetate involves a series of steps, among which the organic synthesis process stands out. Here, purified cellulose is combined with acetic oil, resulting in the formation of the compound known as cellulose acetate. At this stage, the resulting compound is a neutral semi-opaque substance with a dense viscosity similar to that of putty or plasticine. This meticulous process ensures that the acetate frames used by Ray-Ban are not only aesthetically appealing, but also durable and of exceptional quality, contributing to the brand's reputation as a leader in the sunglasses industry. After the preparation phase, the process of the acetate paste is carried out. This is where the magic really starts to take shape. Organic pigments are used that are carefully mixed with acetone and applied evenly over the acetate. This technique allows you to create a wide range of colors and visual effects that characterize Ray-Ban's distinctive frames. Once the acetate paste is impregnated with the pigments and has been rolled properly, it is placed in large box-shaped molds. This is where the curing or hardening process begins, which allows the acetate to acquire the necessary solidity for further handling. Once the acetate has completed the curing process, it is ready to be cut into sheets, which are transformed into small colored balls. These shavings are mixed and placed in molds again, where they are pressed to create different hues, opacities, and undertones of acetate. It is at this point that Ray-Ban's most characteristic designs come to life. The mixed chips are then placed back into the molds, creating hybrid blocks of speckled acetate. These blocks are the basis for the elaboration of the eyeglass frames that exhibit a variety of unique patterns and colors, making them true works of art. Once the acetate blocks have completed the curing process, the cutting phase begins to transform them into usable sheets. To do this, the blocks are placed on a movable bed that hydraulically pushes them against a cutting blade. This blade, similar to the one used to cut wood, is set to a specific thickness that allows the layers of the acetate block to be cut into uniform plates. Despite having been cut, these sheets retain a certain malleability and flexibility. Therefore, careful handling is required to avoid deformations during this handling process. Once cut, the acetate sheets are manually removed by highly skilled workers. These sheets are hung on a kind of coat racks where they are ready to undergo a crucial process, thermal stabilization. In this process, the acetate sheets are placed in ovens at a constant temperature for several days. This thermal stabilization is essential to ensure that the acetate maintains its optimal properties and desired shape during subsequent use. Once this stage is completed, the stabilized acetate sheets are ready to be sent to the frame factories. In the process of making Ray-Ban glasses, the meticulous work of expert craftsmen who assemble each piece by hand stands out, following traditional techniques that have lasted over time. The work begins with the front of the frame, where the acetate sheets are carefully cut by a state-of-the-art computerized numerical control machine. This advanced technological process allows the front of the frames to be initially shaped with extraordinary precision. Once the initial machining is complete, craftsmanship comes into play. The front undergoes a heating process. This heating is carried out to give the frame the right curvature to ensure the wearer's facial comfort. Subsequently, the temples are made, which are cut thinner than the front of the frame to provide greater comfort without compromising its shape and curvature. These rods are reinforced with a metal component called a truss, which is precisely inserted after a rapid heating of the rod. The rod tips are then meticulously molded using first sandpaper and then a polishing wheel, ensuring a smooth and aesthetic finish. Importantly, in the case of the acetate being transparent, the metal core can be seen through the frame, which not only adds an interesting visual element but also demonstrates the quality and attention to detail in the manufacture of Ray-Ban glasses. After the polishing process in wooden barrels, a crucial stage in the manufacture of Ray-Ban glasses takes place: assembly. Here, each piece is meticulously joined by hand using nickel-silver hinges and high-quality steel screws. For acetate frames, the traditional bolt drilling method is employed, a technique that has stood the test of time for centuries. This process involves drilling two small holes in the front and rods where the rivets are carefully inserted to create a sleek, durable fixation. Although this method requires more time and skill, it ensures the creation of hinges that can be easily replaced in the event of damage, extending the life of the glasses. Once the frames are fully assembled, they undergo a painstaking process of polishing by hand on a special wheel to achieve an exceptionally glossy finish. It is at this stage that rigorous testing is carried out on the hinges to ensure that they can withstand occasional pulls or pushes, ensuring the durability and functionality of the glasses. After exploring the process of making the frames, it is interesting to immerse yourself in the fascinating world of creating the lenses that bring Ray-Ban glasses to life. The lenses required for vision correction are found in specialist opticians, where precise measurements are made to ensure that each pair is perfectly tailored to each customer's individual needs. These lenses undergo a meticulous cutting and polishing process, where anti-reflective and anti-scratch coatings are applied to ensure exceptional optical clarity and long-lasting durability. In the case of Ray-Ban frames, the lenses are always organic and impact-resistant, offering full protection against harmful UVA and UVB rays. These crystals are precisely beveled using computerized numerical control (CNC) machines to ensure a correct shape and a perfect fit in the frame. Once opticians receive the lenses specially designed for each customer, they proceed to carefully adhere them to the selected Ray-Ban frame. This process, typically associated with corrective eyewear, is performed with the same artisanal precision that characterizes all stages of Ray-Ban's production. In the case of sunglasses, the lenses can be organic or mineral. Organic crystals made of polymers or plastics offer lightness and strength, while mineral crystals composed of silica and metal oxides provide exceptional optical clarity. Regardless of the material, each lens is placed on the sunglasses by expert craftsmen in the manufacturing plant itself, ensuring the quality and authenticity of each pair of Ray-Ban glasses that reaches the hands of consumers. And that's how sunglasses are made. How did you think of the process? If you like